Habits by Ed Sheeran, one of the biggest songs of 2021, and I want to show you how we can play along to the original recording and also how Ed plays it when he plays live acoustically. We have exactly the same thing happening here as we looked at in Shivers, where the original recording's in the key of B minor, but it's slightly lowered when Ed plays it live, which is a very common thing to happen when we do acoustic versions of pop songs or rock songs. It happens all the time. So all you want to do is we're going to look at the chords, and if you want to play along to the original recording, just put a capo at the 2nd fret, play the exact same chords, and I'll demo exactly how to do that, and then you can play along to the original recording as well if you wish. So the chords we'll need are A minor, C major, and any way you're comfortable with playing an F chord. Now that could include the easier F major 7 would be absolutely fine. This is a fantastic option for a lot of beginner songs where they have an F chord in it. Just play an F like this, 1, 2, 3. On acoustic, I really like to play a full F chord. I really like this way of playing an F. We don't need the thickest string ringing out, though some people can press it down with the thumb, and I like to do that. But it's the same chord with a flattened off first finger. This is the full F chord. Of course, an F bar chord would be great as well. The other chord in the song is a D minor, and we can play through basically all the song with just those chords alone. So for example, A minor for a bar, C major for a bar, a D minor, and very briefly, a G major. Those chords are done in the following progression. We have A minor for 1 bar, C major for a bar, the F chord for a little over 2 bars, and then briefly to the G major just for 1 beat. That repeats 3 times, and then on the 4th repetition it goes D minor to F. As an example, and it's basically that progression through the entire song. Capo 2nd fret if you want to play along to the original. And it's all the same chords. If anything, things like the F chord get quite a lot easier with a capo on, because it just holds the strings down a little bit closer to the fretboard. However, that's not how Ed plays it live. That's not how he strums it, and those chords aren't played in the same way live. He plays them as bar chords. Now this makes it a full intermediate song when we start adding this in, but those same chords, those 5 chords, played as bar chords, the way that Ed does it acoustically, is an A minor at the 5th fret as an E minor shaped bar chord, a major shaped C chord at the 8th fret, down to the 1st fret, full big bad F bar chord I'm afraid, sliding back to the G major chord at 3rd fret, and then finally D minor played like this, and at the end of that verse and the end of the chorus he'll play an F chord, really just as a power chord, but up at the 8th fret like this. Let me give a demo of this for those of you that want to play this higher level option. So in my opinion, this is a very John Mayer inspired picking pattern with just the thumb and the first finger. And we have the thumb playing the root note of every chord, so typically string 6. and then the first finger doing a little strum with the nail of the first finger. As that first finger does the strum, we also hit the thumb down on string 6 and get a tap. That's the John Mayer inspired part of it. It does it in Your Body's a Wonderland, Neon, all those kind of things have a lot of this kind of thing. So the strumming, first of all, pluck, strum, pluck, up, down, up, for every chord, and just keep that repeating. Great to repeat it just on one chord, you know, even just like an E minor chord if you don't want to hold down the bar all the time, just to get the pattern going. So just thumb, strum, thumb, up, down, up, thumb, strum, thumb, up, down, up. Same thing on the D minor, but it's root 5, so pick the 5th string with the thumb. Now again, the tapping requires you to do the strum, and as you do that motion, the thumb goes down as well. And it hits the string 6, down to the frets, and that's the tap sound that you can hear. Well worth relaxing the chord hand and just going for the plucking first, and see if you can get the rhythm. Pluck, strum and tap, pluck, up, tap, up. The real trick is to get that tap sound while it's feeling really effortless. It shouldn't be a force, you're not hitting the guitar. It's a little tap. It's literally just a little tap. You should be able to do this all day without that hurting, without it causing any tension. Same with the little strum, it's just a flick of the wrist. It's actually a twist of the wrist. I'm actually doing this with my wrist to do that pattern. Rather than this, rather than sort of up and down, it's a twist. That's something fun to play about with. I'll leave a couple of other helpful tutorials on the screen now. Hope to see you in those, guys. Let me know how you get on, and I'll see you next time.